Hey Rejuvenators, what's up? It is Dan McDonald here, the artist formerly known as Life Regenerator on YouTube. I'm going to be talking really loud. I do have an air block, but I have a feeling with the waves and the wind, you might have a hard time hearing me. So allow the nature sounds actually to amplify the absorption of this knowledge and information I'm going to be sharing with you today. This video is dedicated to some friends of mine who have questions. I have one friend, Summer, who wants to lose some weight. I have another friend who I won't mention, but she's dealing with the C word. And I gave her like an hour-long talk yesterday, and I wanted to share some more with her. I also donated some of the Paradigm stuff, so I wanted to educate her on how to use that to, number one, clean out the gut. And that's where we're going to start today, because that's where it all starts, the healing and the weight loss. It's all in the gut. And now our society is way off course. Processed food, just pesticides, additives, preservatives, and thousands of other chemicals that go into the modern day dietary. The food combinations, the gourmet, food as an art, food as a celebration, food as a drug, and so our colons are just in bad shape. And so that's why I like to bring in the Paradigm. One of my friends today, I'm going to be talking about weight loss. Another one, for the C word, I'm going to be talking about, detoxification. It's all really the same thing. Let me simplify it for you. Get out of the way of the divine intelligence and let it do its job. Now, how possible is that? It's possible. It's the best road to take. And if we weren't so jacked up and jaded by all of this propaganda and all these lies and a society that's based on artificial, inorganic ignorance and profiteering for capitalism purposes. In other words, the greatest industry is sickness, and the other, benefit for the underlords, as I like to call them, there's a cool little bird right there, but the underlords find it easier to control you the weaker and sicker and flabbier and untoned that you are, intoxified. That's why about half the pharmaceutical drugs contain fluoride. That's why they put fluoride in the water to soften your pineal gland and make it difficult for you to tap into and be aware of, befriend, and access the divine intelligence that is within you and all around you as your master, guru, and guide. So we're learning how to listen to ourselves. Can you dig it? We're learning to get out of the way of that which makes your heart beat and that which makes your food digest itself automatically, autonomic nervous system. Get out of the way of that divine intelligence, that which beats your heart from the day that the heart is formed, when two cells break, one cell breaks into two, and two breaks into four, and four into eight, and eight into 16, and makes your heart, and beats your heart from the day that you are born until the day that you leave this place. Do you do that? No, you don't. If you can learn to get out of the way and trust in that which knows the best because it is all intelligence, this thing will heal itself automatically. Now, dudes like me kind of point out cool stuff that you can do to take your time so that you can learn to get out of the way of the divine intelligence and use some tools to help you to accelerate the process and balance out a lifetime of sins, if you will. To miss the mark is what that means. In all of these different things, whether it's food, which is the biggest one of all, or drugs, or Add it to the list. The alcohol, in certain cases, it is just the food, because food is a celebration and everyone gets together and we go to Golden Corral and we eat 47 different things cooked in 6 different oils, and the whole thing just gets whacked out. The carbohydrates digest in your mouth, mono meals. The proteins digest in your stomach acid, mono meals. And the fats digest in the small intestine, mono meals. Now there's other food combining that still does work, and I don't have time to go into that. But the more simple you eat, the better you're gonna feel. Can you dig it? And so what I wanted to explain today, well, number one, I should probably mention that there's just a couple more days left to pick up the top 20 foods. My top 20 foods for healing, weight loss, and energy. And I explain the foods, food combining, mono meal concept, and I share with you my top 20 favorite foods that I use for myself and my clients to help them get the gunk and the junk and the sludge and the slime out of their GI tract, their lymphatic system, their joints, their brain, their heart, their glands, so the tissues can start functioning optimally again. Can you dig it? Go check that out. There's a link down below for that. Going on for a couple more days. It's only 37 bucks, and you'll get the download, the 411, on some gnarly information, on point, laser sharp, 90 minutes all the way through on the top 20 foods that you can use to put into your diet and get stoked. Can you dig it? And if you're not totally stoked, if you don't get totally inspired to change your life, then I'll give you your money back. Thanks for your love and support. Can you dig it? Now, Summer, you're trying to lose weight. So we're gonna get you, and Summer bought all the Paradigm stuff. She said, well, what do I do? You know what I'm saying? And then I gave my friend, who I won't mention her name with the C word, I gave her a whole bunch of Paradigm stuff yesterday. And so I'm gonna show with her what she can do. Number one, this is my breakfast, this is my program. I'm preparing for a long water fast. That's why I've been doing the Paradigm every day for the last few weeks. Probably more like 5 weeks or so. So the first thing that I do, and everyone should do, this is the program, this is the protocol. This is for weight loss and healing. Paradigm is the gut cleansing company. This is the most inexpensive and one of the most useful tools offered by Paradigm. I've been there since the beginning. This is my family. These things here are tested for purity on the way in and the way out. The formulator is a man of God. The originator is a man of God. The manager and the vice president is a man of God. So these foods are all prayed over. So there's a frequency that goes along with that, an intention. That's a very important thing to learn in all areas of your life, okay? Now this is my breakfast. I just got done with yoga. I'm screaming at the top of my lungs, and I'm gonna need a little bit of glucose to get through this video, because normally I'd rather talk a little quieter and not scream at the top of my lungs. But the cleanse, okay? It's herbs, okay? Hibiscus, psyllium, peppermint, licorice, cascara, luthero, corn silk, okay? So what happens is the hibiscus and the psyllium expand. The peppermint, the licorice, the cascara especially, soften up all of the hardened masses and pull it out of there, okay? The luthero root is an adaptogenic herb, and the corn silk is basically food for your microorganisms, okay? Now, it says 4 capsules, but I recommend 8. That's 1 tablespoon, which is a daily dose for the protocol that I've got. I take 8, sometimes I take 16, sometimes I take 24. There are cleanse capsules, okay? And there is also cleanse powder. With the powder, you get more for your money. And what I like to do is I'll take 16 ounces of orange, grapefruit, apple, grape, or watermelon, or even green juice, or water. That's when you want to go heavy. Start off small. Try the 4 at first and see what happens. Then if you can handle 4 easily, go up to 8. And then use that as your daily 90-day detox protocol, okay? Now, I'm gonna take this because I need a swig, because I've been up since 2 in the morning. I've been working since 5, had a consult at 6, yoga class at 7, and now here I am at the beach making this video here for my friends. So let me just take a second here. Oh, that orange juice is nectar. Whatever juice you want to use. I want to give you an idea here real quick so it doesn't slip my mind. I go off on a tangent. One of the best things that you can do is coconut water cleanse. Coconut water, Pyrozyme, Herbal Blood, and MSM. And then coconut water and probiotic. And then, if you want a little bit more of like because you know how some of the juice cleanses, they start off with the smaller ones, and then the final one is like a nut milk. You can take coconut water and Lifezyme and the natural protein and put a scoop or 2 into some coconut water and blend that and have a nice shake and get all the amino acids and the vitamin E and the antioxidants, okay? And like a nut milk. But when you're drinking one thing like coconut water at a time, primo, dude. My favorite thing on earth. But these ones here are actually the absolute sweet bombs. Sweet, fizzy, champagne coconuts. So I'm gonna double dose today. But the coconut Pyrozyme cleanse is the top level. If you drink coconut water, if you can't get the fresh, and if you can't afford the young Thai, these fresh ones are the best, obviously. Right off the tree yesterday, can you dig it? Vibing high. If you can't get the fresh, then you go with the young Thai. That can be cost prohibitive in this new economy. Well, let's go back to 2000, before 2020, can you dig it? But we'll leave all that aside for now, because we don't want to get anybody triggered, all right? Now, if you can't afford the young Thai, the coconut water from Costco that has no sugar in it, organic is best, but the no sugar coconut water from Costco or wherever in the boxes is also still a very good hydrating, pure source of hydration for the tissues. That'll help the Pyrozyme products work, okay? Never use the pink, excuse my language, shit. That pink stuff is disgusting. I've opened tens of thousands of coconuts, more than any other human that I know for sure. I'm sure there's somebody in Indonesia or Costa Rica that's opened more coconuts than me. I go through one of these a day. 20, 30, 40 coconuts here, there, tourists, whatever. I can't park anywhere and say, hey, you sell those? I'm like, sure, I take their money, but I don't take it. I say, if you want to give me money, you can, whatever. I'm not gonna make a fuss. That's what I told the lady this morning. She gave me a $5. I'll take it, I'm not stupid, So, but the pink crap is crap. If a coconut is pink, it is gone and wrong and off. So that company, I'm not gonna say their name because I don't want to get sued, but you know what I'm talking about. It's harmful, okay? They say harmless, but it's harmful. And if they sue me anyways, I'll counter-sue them back and they'll lose. Because I'll be like, I've opened more coconuts than anybody, I'm the coconut king. And if it's pink, it's lame, dude. Don't drink that crap. I've wanted to say that for years. Praise the Lord Jesus. I gotta do a double dose. What I'm gonna do the whole protocol right here in one shot. Normally you don't want to do that because you want to take the cleanse separately. That's why I always take the cleanse first, because you don't really want to take the cleanse when you take this, because the cleanse will pulls everything out. Now today, if I do it once, it's no big deal. I'll let this settle for a minute and then I'll take the rest, because I kind of want to do it. But you do the cleanse first, you do a single dose, or I'm going to do a double dose today, just because I'm feeling it. And this stuff keeps me like, I have no gut issues. I have no digestive issues. I have bowels that there should be an epic saga written about the efficiency and function of my bowels. When I was a kid growing up on this, when I first started the health stuff and went first raw, I had a colon anatomy chart up above my bed. So I would stare at the colon. I knew that was the hub, and I learned all about it. Then I learned even more and more and more and more and more about the colon and how to keep it clean and food combining and all that stuff. The gallbladder, keep your gallbladder. There's so much I could share, but I'm going to try to keep it on point. But yeah, you can get healthy. The colon is awesome. Keep it clean, man. Colonics are awesome. Paradigm is awesome. Fresh, wholesome, natural, unpoisoned foods. Living foods, raw foods are particularly beneficial with that living fiber. There's a lot of things that don't work in mixtures and stuff like that, but you should be able to, if you keep good care of your gut, you should be able to digest, utilize, and absorb anything. Unfortunately, a lot of people don't have it. They're bloated out, their colon is prolapsed, their liver is sluggish, their gallbladder's clogged up, and their whole small and large intestine is funky, their stomach acid is low, and their amylase is low. To regenerate all that, you want to do some fasting, okay? And green juice, celery juice is really good for that, etc. To restore the hydrochloric acid in the gastrointestinal tract. Fasting is the best. Water only fasting. I like dry fasting too, but that's because I'm like an expert and I don't really recommend it for any newbies unless you want to do like maybe 24, 36, or even 72 hours if you have been in the game a long time, but you don't just start off. Mary Jo and Bobby Jane, you know, starting to just Joe Blow just shouldn't jump onto a dry fast or even a water fast for that matter. It's incremental, slow, then flush with foods and juices and Paradigm. Then hit another short water fast and work your way up slowly. I just did a consult this morning. One of the most famous fasting teachers will kill you because he's not running on all 8 cylinders, okay? I'm not gonna mention any names, but most people don't know. I know what it's like to sober up and detoxify massive amounts of drugs. You don't just jump and do a water fast, dude. It'll all come up too fast and it'll make it worse. You gotta do this like this. 2 steps forward, 1 step back, 2 steps forward, 1 step back, 2 steps forward, 1 step back. And you go incremental, cleansing, hardcore. Then you go into some building and exercise. Then you go into some cleansing and rest. Then you go into some building and exercise. And I can't really say here exactly. So let me just say in the context of Summer, my friend. She wants to lose 15, 20 pounds. Rebounding, walking, the Paradigm. The cleanse is super important. If you can only afford the cleanse, that would be the one I'd recommend first. And I'll tell you what I would recommend second, okay? Depending on your circumstances. Give me a second. Horse bills. Now I'm gonna let that settle for a bit before I move to the next stage. I hope you understand where I'm coming from. Can you dig it? But I'm telling you, man, I talk to everybody, hey, what's your exercise? Exercise? I don't really do that. It's like, whoa, you gotta exercise. If you wanna lose weight, get rid of diseases, feel better, man, rebounding for the weight loss and the C word. Everybody, 20 minutes a day. Keep your everything toned up and tight. Yoga, amazing. Very, very good for you. It's stretching, don't trip, you know? Okay? I do yoga every day and I love God with all my heart, so none of that is really real. Can you dig it? Hiking in nature. Done. Hike your way in nature back to health, life, and sanity. The crap we breathe in the cities makes you dumb and disconnected because it clogs up the glands in your brain that connect you to the Most High. Now this air is God air. Can you dig it? So it goes right up. There's no acids in it. I can breathe. It cleans my stuff out. Fasting cleans your stuff out. Cleans out your sinuses that get acidified. This is the first line of defense against your consciousness. So fresh air, go out to nature and walk your way. I just did 9 miles, bare feet. You know what I'm saying? And people are like, oh my God. It's like, it's no problem. And you get sane and your heart purifies. You deal with all your emotions and all the weight and the heaviness and the stagnation. In this case, it's here. So you got to speak your voice. If it's here, whether that's thyroid or some kind of other throat issue, heart issues, you got to allow yourself to love yourself and be loved and allow love to flow through you. We've all been traumatized one way or another. Hell, being born is a traumatic experience on earth. You're like, I'm in there chilling, and then pop, you're out there under the fluorescent lights, slapped onto a cold metal table, penis is cut off. I mean, psychopath land. Welcome to Psycho Land. Welcome to Earth, where human beings still don't know their ass from a hole in the wall about anything that has to do with nature or divinity, because it's all an industry. Hey, we got to do a C-section here. I got to get to my next appointment. It's like, whoa, 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 hold on. Let's just let nature do this so we can re-inoculate these children as they come out of the vagina. Have vaginal birth if you can. Please, for the love of God. Let's regenerate humanity by using common sense, which is no longer common. But it's basic, simple principles. The animals, but then the humans. If the humans were smart, the hospitals would be outside in the fresh air under the sunlight, on grass. Okay? This would be the hospital, because this is where you're going to get well. Right here, like this. All you got to do is come here. I just did this whole beach this way. I took a whole bunch of ginseng. I actually overdosed. And I ran this whole beach all the way down to the end. And then I ran back. And this other young buck came up on me and I smoked his ass, okay? So you get out here, you get your exercise, then you get your sun your buns and just sleep, okay? So you need to, if you want to heal, you have to have a balance of movement and breath, and you have to have a balance of rest and digest. Stress is fight or flight, and you cannot heal. We have to start loving one another, loving ourselves, taking care of ourselves, and do what we can to get into the rest and digest state, whether that's fasting or feasting. You have to be able to digest your food, so you cannot be in a state of cortisol, adrenaline, and stress. So address the stress. Don't manage it, get rid of it. Get rid of the people, the jobs, the crap, the places that are stressing you out. You're a free, powerful human being. You are a divine creator. Get creative with your husband and your kids and your mom and your grandma or whatever. Get creative and create a dope-ass life for yourself where you can be relaxed, where you want to be, where you want to live, what you want to do. You're all powerful. Tap into it. It's the divine intelligence. Everyone watching has infinite supply. You've never been anything but that. You never will be. The human meat suit, you got to take care of it. But you take care of it by getting out of the way of the master. So that's the cleanse. 1, 2, or 3 tablespoons. This does not give you diarrhea. You will not be going to the bathroom 10 times a day. You'll just take one big, monstrous, glorious, angels are singing in heaven dump in the morning. And believe me, when you do a triple dose and you feel that coming out, you want to call your grandmama and celebrate. You want to have a party. You want to go to the store and buy yourself a banner that says, I took the best crap of my life today. And it feels so good coming out of there. Okay? You've got to keep your colon clean if you want to lose weight, feel good, have mental clarity, get rid of the depression and the anxiety, because all the medicine is made right here in the gut. Okay? Can you dig it? And all of this is rocket fuel for your gut. Let's move on. Use the cleanse every day, and then you can go in cycles. 90 days is like a really good protocol where you are going to have a transformation in your life. You can also just do a 21-day paradigm detox protocol. Depends on what you can afford, what you're dealing with. Okay? Next, I'm going to go with what I do next is the Pyrazyme, and this one's unopened because I gave away my other one yesterday to my friend. So I'm going with the Pyrazyme, okay? This is pharmaceutical grade enzymes. The highest, most potent enzymes on the market. Everybody else waters their crap down, and it's pathetic. They don't work as well. But my buddy Lou and the family that runs this company have amazingly high levels of integrity, and they want their products to work well because they use them themselves to stay healthy, young, and to heal. So I take 8 of these bad boys. This is my second meal. I'll usually have another juice. Coconut water, and I'm going to show you as a matter of fact. Let me just show you because I'm stoked. So I know my style's a little unconventional. That's 9. I'm trying to go for 8. 8 is my lucky number. That's why I designed the protocols with 8. Okay, I'm going with the 8 here. But let me show you something real quick. Okay, hold on. Now for the day, because I'm going to be out and about, I also have green juice. Okay, this is celery, cucumber, kale, cilantro, dill, basil, and lemon. Okay? And then I have the nice ice cold coconut water. And then throughout the day, if I want to, I can try to open a freshie, Maybe I'll do that before the video ends if I got time. I was planning on maybe going like an hour, but this is hard. I'm already 29 minutes in. That's not going to happen. This is hard work to yell like this, which reminds me kind of the RV days. But so next, the cleanse is your first meal or juice, okay? Water, orange juice, grapefruit, green juice, coconut water, whatever. Take your cleanse. Then you take, for the second meal of the day, which is another juice, whatever you got, whatever you want, coconut water, anything, green juice, water, smoothie. I don't know, it's a little harder to choke down the capsules with the smoothie. So but I drink juice all day and have one meal at night. So I drink 2 or 3 juices. and then I have a meal, because for me, hydration is way more important than anything else, you know? I mean, well, the sunlight, the cosmic radiation, well, the divine light is the first thing. So you meditate and you pray, you know? And then the cosmic radiation, the fresh air, that's your food. The fresh air is your food. This is the stimulant that stimulates the water wheel of the glands, the nerves, the tissues. All food is a stimulant. It goes through, it spins the water wheel, it comes out. It's got consciousness in it for sure. The microbes are most definitely affected. But don't get clogged up. And if you're overweight or you're constipated, get your colon cleaned out. One way or the other, find a way. If that's all you learn from this video, take it and do it. Whatever way you learn, however you do it, get your colon functioning optimally. With yoga is good for that. Rebounding, herbs, juicing, wholesome natural foods, of course, and walking and exercise. Colonics are amazing. Massage can be very, very helpful. If you find a colon hydrotherapist that does colon hydrotherapy, and they massage at the same time, the water goes in. The colonics are way different than an enema. An enema gets only to the descending. That's it. A colonic gets all the way over to the ascending and all the way over to the cecum. And it's just, I've seen colonics work miracles over and over again. I've had clients doing retreats, getting a colonic every day, and every day just massive amounts of filth. And every day emotional releases from 20 years ago, okay? That's what I'm talking about. There is way more going on here than the doctors and anybody. The nutritionists, the healers, the detox specialists. I mean, it is unreal what's going on all these various levels of the chakras and the glands and the lymphatics and the hardened masses of calcareous deposits from the synthetics that are all over the place. The world is like crazy, okay? And we're like trying to survive. Can you dig it? I'm just trying to do my little part. You can avoid about 80 to 90% of the poisons in your cosmetics, food, laundry detergents, clothing even, the air that you breathe, the stuff you drink, all the crap drinks. I mean, this is just straight up oranges off of a tree, squeezed live food. Fresh, electrical, liquid sunlight, baby. Can you dig it? These enzymes break down all the gunk and the junk, the biofilms, the mucoid plaque that are holding and harboring all of the pathogenic microbes that are anaerobic. Oxygen-rich foods. Coconuts are extremely high oxygen foods, especially when they're right off the tree. But so are cucumbers, celery, carrots, apples. All living foods are oxygen-rich foods. This is oxygen. You go out into the nature and you breathe. You get oxygen in there, then those anaerobic microbes that are parasitic and fungal and bacterial, you will not be a good host. You want to get oxygen into the gut, you want to get oxygen into the lungs and into the blood. So you want to be an oxygen addict. I just did a 7-day enzyme fast, okay? Normally when I fast, stuff comes out, chunks. On this 7-day enzyme fast, I would take about, this bottle would last 3 days. So I would use one of these every 3 days with just a little bit of water and enzymes, and that's it. And then it just, nothing came out. Well, it came out, but there was no chunks. Everything came out as liquid. So the enzymes break everything down into a liquid to be eliminated and carried out by the cleanse the next day. You start to see the process here and the fiber in the fresh foods that you're eating. It'll pull that crap out of there, and you'll start to be able to breathe more, absorb more, poop better peristaltic action, waking up the nerves. The nerves are irritated from all of those pathogens. Their poop is acidic, it's irritating, inflammatory. Relax, breathe, drink, and take your enzymes. This is MSM, okay? This is sulfur, the third most common compound in the human organism. And this, the sulfur, the MSM, organic, dissolves, hardened, deposits all throughout the body, enzyme enhanced. So it allows for blood flow and cellular permeability, okay? It softens everything up, in other words. So eat sulfur-rich foods and take the MSM. Oh, by the way, so the question that you probably have, and this is 8 capsules of MSM, which one is the second most important? Is it the pyrazine for weight loss, or is the second most important the herbal blood because you have parasites and candida? So it depends on what you're dealing with. If you have parasites and candida, this is the second most important one. With the wormwood, the black walnut hull, the rhubarb, turmeric, golden seal, pumpkin seed, butternut, and fennel. All anti-parasitic, antifungal herbs, enzyme enhanced. So you have to make a decision. Is it more about weight loss and dissolving tumors and fatty deposits and cellulite? Or do you know that you have candida because you've got white stuff coming out your vagina, or you have sugar cravings every day? Can you dig it? So, these 3 are my second. That's what I take. I take the cleanse first, and I wait 2 or 3 hours. Then I take the MSM, the pyrazine, and the herbal blood. And in this case, there's no health problems or anything. He's just preparing to make a nice, the cleaner your gut is, the better your water fast. Okay? So I use this as a preparation, and then it's smooth like butter when all the gunk is out, because it could take a week or 2 in your fast to get all the gunk out. So if you just get the right diet and the right preparation before your water fast, it's as easy as pie. And the water fast is a heck of a lot easier. So you take the pyridine, and you get 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 colonics. Then you start your water fast. Then it's cake. You don't even know you're fasting. But if all that stuff is in there, and you're just, the microbes and the parasites and all that's just, if you're going through that and that's all in your bloodstream, you're like, I feel tired, sucks, you know? So proper preparation, you're hydrating, you're alkalizing, you're detoxifying, you're regenerating, you're purifying, you're moving that crap. Now for the herbal blood. I love the way this stuff smells. And 8 of those. 8, 8, 8, 8, 8 to feel great. Except for the Pure Life. These are a lot smaller, so I take like 10 or 20 of them. And that's right before bed. Can you dig it? I'll talk about that in a second. Then you take the herbal blood. Remember, this is your second meal. It's so simple. And it does it all for you if you stay on point with the hydration of whatever you choose, whatever you can afford, whatever you have access to. you have diabetes or blood sugar issues, lean more towards the greens and the low sugar. If you don't have any of that, these fruit juices are really energizing and really cleansing. I've been doing this so long that nothing bothers me. I could drink a gallon of orange juice and nothing would happen. But if other people drink a gallon of orange juice, their whole world might turn upside down, if you know what I mean, because it's too cleansing. 2 steps forward, 1 step back, 2 steps forward, 1 step back, inching your way up the mountain. Can you dig it? Slow and steady wins the race. You know what I'm saying? You cannot speed this up. The divine intelligence knows what it's doing. You just got to roll with that. Listen to your intuition. Learn about all this stuff and then tap into yourself and pray. Yo, what do I need to do? What's going to work for me? What can I afford? Show me the way, Jehovah. Can you dig it? Okay, finally, now I'm done with that. Simple. Now I'm at home. It's 3, 4, 5, maybe 6 o'clock at the latest. And I'm sitting down to a big fat salad where I'll get some protein, some fats. So I'm all carved up. Got plenty of glucose stored in my liver. Now I want to get for the vata and all the yoga and the exercise and the bicycling and the hiking and the sore legs, the gym. You want to go get some protein. So you take some nuts, seeds, soaked, sprouted, blend those up. Or I highly recommend the Paradigm Natural Protein as well. There's a lot of recipes you can make with that, little dips and stuff like that. Sprinkle it on top of your salad. Make a little dip for your celery sticks. Make a dressing out of it and dip your wraps in it. It's infinite. Go to the Paradigm website and get some recipe ideas. I would say go check out my deal, but they took away my channel where I had like 100 recipes. Well, way more than that, actually. So I can't really say that anymore. I do have a lot of recipes available. The 7-day reboot on my website has a lot of great recipes. And then of course there's all the classes that have all the recipes in it on my online school, regenerateyourlife.org, my website. But I had a lot of free recipes on YouTube, 3,000 videos, but they took that away because, yeah, boy told the truth. They don't like health, and they don't like me telling you what's really real. They want you to be dumb, and they want you to be sort of in tune with the narrative. Oh, holy great medical, military, industrial complex. Should I eat this TV dinner? You know, Hot Pockets. Oh, nutrition has nothing to do with health. You know, yada, yada, yada. In other words, they want you fat, sick, and nearly dead, okay? So now I'm at home, I'm having a nice fat salad, maybe a fruit meal. Sometimes I'll have just bananas with coconut yogurt, coconut Brazil nut yogurt, coconut macadamia nut yogurt, coconut pecan yogurt, coconut hemp seed yogurt, and then I'll put a scoop of the Paradigm Natural Protein in the yogurt, blend it up, dip my bananas in that. I make like a mock peanut butter out of the Paradigm Natural Protein with coconut water, coconut meat, and a couple scoops of the Paradigm Natural Protein. Blend that up and it's like a peanut butter. You can even put some honey in that and make a peanut butter honey smoothie and just chug that back. Live forever. Honey's an awesome food, and it's actually one of the foods on my list for my top 20 foods for healing, weight loss, and energy. Okay? And finally, probiotics. Now check this out. I'm gonna go the light. I don't want to, but what I do, I usually do this right before bed after I eat my salad to re-inoculate my gut with beneficial microorganisms. And see, the thing is, what they've been doing, what that's been going around for the last 3 years with this whole thing, I can't say what really, but it depletes your bifidobacteria, okay? A lot of scientific studies to prove it already coming out, that all the stuff that was done over the last 3 years depletes your bifidobacterium, okay? Now there are thousands of different microorganisms. You got to go outside. There's microorganisms in the ocean. There's microorganisms on the trees. There's microorganisms on the fruits. There's microorganisms in the sand. So you want to get out and be out in nature, and you want to go get microorganisms from nature, and you want to re-inoculate yourself with this just to keep the gut healthy as a super concentrated dose. But then you got to go outside and go get dirty and eat dirty food and have dirty feet and get rained on and swim in rivers and lakes and play in the mud and the dirt. Farmers are the healthiest, and bee harvesters live the longest. So if you're a farmer that harvests their own honey and bee pollen, you're the one that's going to live the longest, because you're outside with the microbes, and the bee products make you live a long time because they're rejuvenative. And then when you do the periodic fasting, that'll add years to your life as well, and life to your years. Can you dig it? So what I do is I chew these up, and then I brush my teeth with the probiotics. I left out a lot of stuff today. I can't possibly fit it all in. I'll be like, oh, I should have said this, I should have said that. It's gonna have to do for today though. Obviously, Summer, you can call me. And the other lady, you can call me too. Got some more questions? God be praised. That never gets old. You know how your favorite food sometimes gets old? Not coconuts, not ever, not once. 25 years love affair with coconuts, never gets old. What's up? Now that's microbes, you dirty, nasty beast. What's really cool is when you take the coconut and you dip it in the ocean water, you get a little bit of salt, you get a little bit of lime, and if you're really creative, you can bring some cayenne with you. And you'll have salt, water, and then you'll have the lime and the cayenne, and then you've got a gourmet meal that'll keep you alive for indefinitely. I gotta finish this. I hope you learned something today. That's the basic Puridyne, protocol. Extremely beneficial for gut health. I'm mixing up all kinds of stuff now, but my gut's a machine. I could incinerate 2x4s inside my gut and poop out sawdust the next day. Soldier. Now, I'm a Viking warlord, you know what I'm saying? My gut's my best part. I wish my brain and my heart worked as good as my gut. But we're making progress, folks, because we're diving deep. We're facing it. We're facing the feelings. We're healing it to feel it. Or wait. Feeling it to heal it. Oh. Crybaby on the internet. But actually, a lot of people are like, that really helps, because it is actually real when I write those posts. I'm a human being, man, and it's good. You gotta feel your feelings, gentlemen. It's nice to be stoic, but if you're truly gonna heal, you might have to cry before you die. Can you dig it? Anyway, this coconut meat's like the best fat in the world. Avocados are really good. I love olive oil on a salad. Don't care what anyone says. But just delicious, wholesome, natural, organic foods. The more raw and living as you can get. Can you dig it? Oh, I'm not even done. You gotta finish your orange juice before you have your... How can you have your pudding if you don't eat your meat? Happy to be of service. Take care of yourself. Get healthy. One thing that can motivate you is these motherfuckers are trying to take you out. Okay? They want you gone. Okay? The reptilian underlords want your ass gone. So you gotta live and thrive and be so high vibration that their thing can't even touch you. And we obliterate those parasites right off the face of the earth because the frequency is so high, because you are taking care of yourself. And you are letting the God light that is burning inside your chest aflame to be yourself, to celebrate you the way you are. Crazy, unique, one of a kind, baby. Get out of your head and into your heart. So I'm jacked up now. And what I'm going to do next is go hop in the river. Then I got to go home, move out of my apartment, and off to the next adventure, baby, with a backpack. Can you dig it? Thanks for watching this video, giving it a thumbs up, hit the notification button, share it with your family and friends if you didn't think I was too weird. And apply this information to your life. Lose the weight, get rid of the C word, the diabetes, tiredness, the depression. Get it out of there. Clean it out. Detox. Regenerate. Be strong. Forget about everybody else, man. Let your family members eat themselves to death. You stop. And you decide what you are going to do. Let them eat themselves. Let everybody eat themselves to death. That's not what you want to do. You want to live. The path back to health is just as much or even more fun, exciting adventure than eating yourself to death at the Golden Corral. I know you can dig it. You want to know why? Because I am Dan the Man with the master plan. And I'm out of here. Have an epic day. Peace.